Today we'll be discussing the probate timeline and what to expect during the various stages of the process. Probate can be complicated and a time-consuming process, but understanding the timeline can help you prepare and navigate it more smoothly. See, the first step of the probate process is to prepare and file a petition for probate with the court. All right, so welcome back to our channel. I'm Kieran Estrella, your certified probate expert. And before I dive into today's topic, at any point, if you would like to schedule a call to answer any questions, please click on the Calendly link in the description below for us to connect. Probate can be complicated and a time-consuming process, but understanding the timeline can help you prepare and navigate it more smoothly. See, the first step of the probate process is to prepare and file a petition for probate with the court. This involves gathering all the information about the deceased person's assets, debts, preparing the necessary legal documents, and submitting them to the court. This process usually takes about 1 to 2 months. Once the petition for probate is filed, a court hearing will be scheduled to determine whether the petition is granted or denied. This hearing typically takes 2 to 3 months after the petition is filed. If the petition for probate is granted and there is no contests, the following will be issued by the court: letter of administration, order for probate, duties and liabilities, issue bond if ordered, letters of testamentary. This typically takes 2 to 4 months to complete. After the issuance of the letters of administration, a notice to the creditors will be published, giving them the opportunity to make claims against the estate. This process typically takes 2 to 4 months. The next step is to prepare an inventory and appraisement of the deceased person's assets. This involves identifying and valuing all the assets, including real estate, personal property, and investments. This process typically takes between 4 to 8 months. During this time, any necessary state and federal taxes must be paid, creditor claims must be allowed or rejected, and preliminary distributions may be made to heirs. Notices may be sent to the Department of Health Services or Franchise Tax Board, depending on the circumstance. This process typically takes between 6 to 12 months. If assets are being transferred to a minor, a claim of exemption may be filed to avoid court supervision to the minor's assets. This process typically takes between 6 to 15 months to complete. After all taxes are paid, a final tax letter will be received from the state and the federal government. This process typically takes 6 to 18 months to complete. Once all taxes are paid and creditor claims are resolved, a petition for final distribution and accounting is filed with the court. A hearing will be held to approve the final distribution and accounting, and an order will be issued by the court. This process typically takes 8 to 16 months to complete. After the final distribution and accounting order is issued, assets can be distributed to the heirs. This process takes typically 9 to 17 months to complete. Finally, after all the steps in the probate process are completed, a final discharge order will be issued. And there you have it. That's a high-level overview of the timeline for the probate process. If you'd like an in-depth video explaining each step of the process, please visit our channel where we go into depth on each one of these topics. Make it a great day, and I hope this helps.